So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. And this is Pele! Denied by an instinctive save.
Pele is offering a wry smile there.
Israel with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Mbappe with the short one. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's hoisted clear. And he's there to belt it away. It's a throw-in. Now it's Pele, and it's Bruno Fernandes. He's gone for goal. That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
That's a little off target. Tries to play it through. And he was alert to it. And he's heaved it away. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
That's a throw. Gabriel Barbosa. He's free, he has got space. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's got shot at goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
De Bruyne who's short. And this is Gabriel. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
And it's De Bruyne. Might be danger here. He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that...
He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Played towards the other side. Now it's Pele. Played out to the left flank. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but he's having a hit! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Now it's Williams. He's found a way through. It's Gabriel! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Arsenal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
That'll be a throw. It's a throw. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Bensebaini. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. Big header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now Howson tidy with his distribution. Messi, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That looks a good ball through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe goes on a charge down the left. Played out to the right. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Foot in. Messi. Nico Williams. Showing great feet there. Picked out brilliantly. In comes the corner. And it's Messi. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Nico Williams. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Threads one in. And this is Gabriel. Great chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Van Bronckhorst. Nice sequence of passes, this. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And here's Bruno for... He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Mbappe plays it short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Israel come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Nico Williams picks it up out wide. That's a sharp pass. Nico Williams. Gets a good foot in there. And he's managed to get free. Cannavaro. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Israel do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Nico Williams. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. De Bruyne. Nico Williams providing an outlet on that flank. Gabriel. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now, can they get him away? Well, that pass isn't the best. Howson. Bensebaini. And it's Messi. For De Bruyne. Just eases him off the ball. Takes a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 26, Varez. Coming on to replace him is number
And here's
6,
Messi. Van
Havertz.
Bronckhorst gets the
Substitutions
foot in
taking place.
and wins the ball. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Has a shot! Good strike, quite an alarm. Alexander-Arnold. Now he's got space here. Engages and forces him off the ball. 75 minutes played. Mbappe! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Messi. Palmer. For Messi. And it's De Bruyne. Howson. He might be in here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
There's going to be another change here. Azar to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Nicely weighted ball. Goes for a shot! And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short. And this is Schneider. Can he finish? So close to drawing level.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Pass somewhat off target. And he's had a hit. And that could come back to haunt them. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? For Palmer. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Last chance, perhaps. Mbappe, and the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel. David Villa coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
De Bruyne.
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Gabriel. And he's lost his man. It's Gabriel! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
Looking to play him in. De Bruyne. Spread out to the left. Hazard. And that will be the final act. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his delivery and his distribution are consistently excellent, and once he starts finding spaces about 5 to 10 yards outside the box, he can be a real handful for any opposition.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guardiola. That has not gone well. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe goes short. Chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Kimmich. Çalhanoğlu. Marquez does well to get it back. But it has been just one side doing all of the early... Good chance here! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Bronckhorst, and it's Bruno Fernandes. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And nicely intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Cannavaro. Bruno Fernandes. Van Nistelrooy. And this is Lewandowski. And he's being shifted off it. Tries to cross. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Van Nistelrooy. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Corner then. Roberto with the short one. The ball has bounced loose now. Israel have the chance to go the other way. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Mbappe. Zubeldia promptly onto that, and that is that. Kimmich. Oh, looks a smashing ball. And he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Marquez.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
And it's Cannavaro. De Jong plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Van Bronckhorst gets into some space, crosses it in, big header! Goal! Israel! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Is number 25.
Israel penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Van Nistelrooy. Israel are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's found the way through. Cross climbs up big. And he's there to clear it. And that's a dangerous ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely weighted ball. Guardiola. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Pelé. He's through here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Marquez. Here's a chance! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Today, please have your
What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Israel happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
And the second half gets underway. Israel carrying a one-goal lead. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Bruno Fernandes. Some good work on the right flank here. He is through here. Takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's why we love the beautiful game, to see excitement like that. The run was dynamic, the finish disappointing.
Schlotterbeck. Guardiola. Time and again they are repelled. Tries from a long way out. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Schlotterbeck kept his eye on it, and he's there. De Bruyne, looking for the run. Now it's Pele. Now it's Mbappe. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Played out to the right, back into the middle, and that has been clubbed away. It's their second corner of the game. Mbappe plays it short, and he's gone back, and the shot! That's a half-decent try. Israel have their third corner. They've played it short. Bruno Fernandes! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich proves just a little bit too strong. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Can he get it through?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Pele. It's Pele! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cannavaro. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Israel get their fourth corner. And it's been taken short. He's on it, can he get away? And a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Jong, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's been cut out, well played. Now, can they get him away? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Marquez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Cannavaro. That pass isn't the best. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Eintracht Frankfurt can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Kimmich. Marquez gets a foot in here.
Eintracht Frankfurt really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Messi tries to play it through. Now it's Kimmich. Ball driven towards the far post. Could be danger here.
4 added minutes has
Well,
been
he got
indicated.
hit because he was under pressure. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Four added minutes on the board. Chance here to counter. Vieri here. It's Vieri! Kimmich. And that's it. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Israel are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's bustling through here. He has found the way through. He's one-on-one, surely! And that was very necessary. Mbappe with the short one. And the shot! This time, surely! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Great chance! Corner number 4 coming up here. Mbappe goes short. Chance, surely! And he's heaved it away. He's shifting through the gears here. Plays it. There's the header! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That is lovely. In with the challenge. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Back towards the middle. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Ball is over the line. That is good strength. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Pele. Shifted it to the flank. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Pele, and it's Valverde. Tries to pass it through. Varane makes the interception. And that is out of play. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Well, now it's a race for the ball. More and more pressure on the ball here. So what can they make of this? He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pele. Well, nicely intercepted. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's away! Big chance! Takes a shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Just eases him off the ball. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's played a chance! Goal! Corinthians! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Corinthians get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Pele. Oh, that's Pele! It's off target and by quite a way.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Kvaratskhelia. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's being shifted off it. Out again for a throw-in. It's a pretty loose pass. All the way back. Oh, terrible mistake. It's Pele! We've got a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Nuno Mendes. Valverde. It's a throw-in. Ball's out once more. Valverde! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nuno Mendes. Now Neymar. De Bruyne. And there is the half-time whistle. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So we're just settling back into this second half. He is on the finish! In for the pieces! There it is!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Corinthians, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He's found a way through. De Jong. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's had a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes is offering a wry smile there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Mbappe plays it short. And a chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, this could be a chance. He's got away, and the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mendes. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Israel are down to 10 men. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got full. And he has kept it out somehow.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substituição em andamento.
Israel choosing to make the first change. Rijkaard coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bruno Fernandes is there to clear. Israel still have the cards to affect this game. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Cannavaro robs him of possession. And he's going to have his name taken. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 9. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador. Camisa 14.
Mendes made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Bruno Fernandes. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Pelé might just make this. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Nico Williams going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Valverde. Nico Williams tries to play it through. Williams, and he's managed to get free. Mbappe. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Neymar. Nico Williams. Oh, that's fabulous. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Great vision.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a decent chance! And that would have won it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Nico Williams providing an outlet on that flank. There's the shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Some good work on the right flank here. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 7. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 25. Teremos uma substituição.
Knocks it out wide.
Corinthians really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That pass isn't the best. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Serginho picks it up out wide. Chance for a shot!
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Caicedo. And it's De Bruyne. Pelé with 2 goals already to his name. Tries from distance. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. And he's let fly. Nuno Mendes. And there goes the final whistle. Israel have won it by sheer force of character. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Played down the flank. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. That's really well cleared. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for the... And he's had a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Oh, really well played. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's gone for goal. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe with the short one. Takes the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Foden. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Cross into the box. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. That is good strength. Crosses it in. So we're still where we started right now. Mbappe, Kimmich gets a foot in here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's shifting through the gears here. It's a promising position. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Musiala cuts out the pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hernandez. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Has a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Pedri. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well, that pass isn't the best. Foden. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Kimmich gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Shot, surely! It's there! So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Great chance! There's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Israel grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Jordi Alba. That's travelling a long way. Pedri. And it's Hernandez. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. That has been slung wide. Now it's Messi. Guadalajara looking to pass their way through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for the run. And this is Pele, big header! And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back on the way. Now it's Pele. Pele, he's got away. Kimmich. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Foden looking understandably energised after his goal. Pedri.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, it's come loose. Musiala spots it and intercepts. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has been cut short. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Israel clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Varane gets it clear. Threads one in. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, that's fabulous. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's in on goal. He slings it in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
No, that's overhit. Turns and goes back. Bruno Fernandes! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, Pete. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Javier Hernández. Entrará al campo, número 19.
Pedri. That's a sharp pass. Oh, some tackle that. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Foden for Messi. That is a brilliant interception. Showing good feet. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, now can they counter? Just eases him off the ball. Guadalajara can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Gets his head on it! It's a goal! And they're back in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Guadalajara go into the lead. Bruno Fernandes. He has found the way through. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a good... Mbappe! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Mbappe instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
Now, can they get him away? Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's been played through. Varane does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Pelé. Israel do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Mbappe. Adams puts his foot on the gas. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here.
Guadalajara clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Kimmich. Now it's Pelé. Who's looking wide. Played back in. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Israel clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Could move up a gear here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Número 7, número 10, Messi. Entran número 20, número 6. Cambio.
Jordi Alba. Pedri. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a go. Oh, crossbar.
Guadalajara really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Serginho. Out for a throw. Schneider. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. And he's picked it up out wide. They've got a corner here. Can he get on the end of this? And that is as far as it goes. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, obviously they'll be disappointed with the loss, but, you know, they'll be back on the training ground working through their problems that will undoubtedly have been highlighted.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
El auto está a punto de ser remolcado. Preséntese, por favor.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The action has already started. It's a quick one. And he's managed to get rid. And here's Cruyff. Can he finish? And that would have been some goal.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Deftly away. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Van Bronckhorst! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. That's good running with them. And he's let fly! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He rises! Robson is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's ambitious. The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And smartly reclaimed. And this is Luis Suarez. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. Shot, surely! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's definitely not his best. Chance. Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pele. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out.
Face to face with the keeper. Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, right place, right time. They're urging him. And Messi! He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Inter Milan are... Pele! It's hit the crossbar. And he shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. There's the header! Just off target. No way through. Luis Suarez. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. It's a pretty loose pass. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Suarez receives it in a good position here. He has a look and a chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really...
Chance for a shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Inter certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Big chance! And he should have made it 4.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. That is a brilliant... Takes a shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
It's become a case of men against boys. Bruno Fernandes. And that has left him in a heap. Nesta cuts out the pass. Oh, perfectly measured that. He is through, and the shot! Robson! Absolutely terrific! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Santos e Israel.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against that.
In the first season, they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course. The pass into him looked lucky, but was apparently intentional.
That's what they all say.
Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Pele is wide and looking to get onto this. Xavi. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. It's a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes gets a foot in here. Santos couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Substituição no time do Santos.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Mbappe! This time, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. De Jong gathers from the goal kick. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Santos clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Teremos uma substituição.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? A finish right from the top draw. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Aos 25 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador
Santos have fired themselves in front.
Neymar.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Neymar. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's a very decent chance! Oh, it's hit the post! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Santos are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Israel are opting for an early change. Shot at goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Surely now! And the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Messi. He's free, and the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Marquez is there to clear. And that's put paid to a promising move. Neymar on a charge down the left. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Jordi Alba. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's Neymar! Off the post! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And they've got a throw. De Jong, he won't be happy with that one.
Foram indicados 2 minutos
It's a
de
pretty loose
acréscimo.
pass. Santos finding their passes. Shoots! And the ball's in, he goes again. Mbappe. And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Substituição.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, shooting chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Quality ball. Neymar might just make this. Goes for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. They've played it short. Santos are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Good ball, good take. He has found the way through. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Can he finish? That was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Messi. And the through ball. And this is Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Iniesta. And it's Xavi. So we've reached the hour mark. Strong running down that left flank. Pinches it off him. And he's gone looking for safety. Israel are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Marquez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Santos have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Aimed beyond the defence.
That's going in strongly.
Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neymar. And this is Messi. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neymar. He's found the way through. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And here's Neymar. And it's Iniesta. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, no joy this time. Xavi. Iniesta. Now it's Messi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get on the end of this? Driving forward. It's a good run down the right. He's had a shot! Sticks it away! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Israel get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And he's managed to gift it back. Busquets. Neymar.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Israel must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought...
Takes a shot! João Cancelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Xavi. Santos, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Neatly clipped into space. Messi tries a shot! Good save. Keeper read that well.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making.
That has not gone well. Xavi. No, that's been intercepted. Xavi powering forward here. Iniesta. Neymar. There's the shot! Volleyed effort.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 10.
That was good alertness.
Substituição
The most
em
accurate
andamento.
pass.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Nicely
acréscimo.
weighted ball. Elects to cross. So that's it. It is all over. Israel can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. That's a sharp pass. And here's Osimhen. Marquez with the clearance. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Messi. Osimhen. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Israel already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
Substitution for Israel. Number
What a
25.
start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Number 4.
And so we have the first set piece of the game. He's gone direct, and the ball's come loose here. Oh, good take in a good area. Pele. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That is ended up in no man's land. Bruno Fernandes. Van Dijk cuts it out. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Bruno Fernandes. He's gone for goal. Oh, nearly. De Jong gets a foot in here. Alexander-Arnold. Xavi Alonso. Donnarumma gets it clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Osimhen. Messi. Oh, important interception. And he thumps it clear. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. Schlotterbeck. Madrid finding their passes. That'll be a throw. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Messi could try cutting inside. Decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Osimhen has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And they've got rid. Bruno Fernandes! Xavi Alonso. Now, can they get him away? Israel making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Well read, nice interception. And he's managed to get rid. Howson. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a fine interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nice physical challenge. And he's running through. Pelé. Chance for a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Israel with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Guardiola gets good distance on it. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. And he's decided to go for it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Osimhen. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows?
Shapes to shoot! Bruno Fernandes. Pelé. Oh, that's a key interception. Madrid have reclaimed it. Nicely weighted ball. Messi, well seen, saw that coming. Oh, easy pickings there. He's a sharp little ball here. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
The goal for Israel after 52 minutes.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Nicely intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. Back into the middle. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Short changes him with that pass. Osimhen, and the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Some resolute defending there. Aims beyond the defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The most accurate pass. And he's heaved it away. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Cleared without complication. Knocks it into space. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Played out wide, played back in. Big chance! Superb from Osimhen! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's the header! Israel still have the cards to affect this game. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Osimhen. Threads one in. Knocks it out wide. Out of play for a throw. Mbappe. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Messi. Now it's Osimhen. Mbappe touches it back.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it's...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Substitution for Israel, number 9.
And there is some activity
Mbappe.
down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a
13,
change.
Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the field, number 8, Schneider. Number 17, El Hadj Diouf.
And he's lifted it over.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Mateus. Vardiol. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. Now this could be a chance. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Not a lot we need to say about that. And he's managed to get free. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, that's well spotted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, that has not gone well. Van Bronckhorst is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And this is Pele. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Oh, the keeper, for me, just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Now it's Osimhen. That is good strength.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Spread neatly. And the shot! And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans have
and
pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked out the run. He's one-on-one! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Substitution for Israel. Number 25.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Number 11.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Real chance! And he can clear it away. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, the ball's gone astray.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Pelé, and he's worked it through. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now, can they get him away? That's rather hopeful. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now that's well seen too. Fiore. Marquez gets it clear. Out towards the flank. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It's Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a sharp pass. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And this is Pelé! He's through here. Chelsea applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Fiore. And that has been clubbed away. Deftly away. Nicked it back promptly. Fiore. Schneider. takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. He gets big. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Rijkaard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Israel making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Schneider, distributed tidily. And he's on his way! There's a searching pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a really well-measured ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, well played, well played. And here's Schneider. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now he's off and running. Now it's Schneider. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar! And it's a goal! And right on half-time, that is telling. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Israel are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So we're just settling back into this. Oh, whistle's gone, now then! The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Van Bronckhorst has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical.
Shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Mbappe. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's got away. Ball swung in. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Aims beyond the defence, and he's certainly on. Neymar! Oh, he did the hard part. Oh, terrible mistake. Mbappe. Schneider. Fiore. And he's being shifted off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's through. And the shot! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's there to belt it away. Israel do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Schneider. And it's Schneider. Now Fiore. Played out to the left flank. It's a good spell of possession, this. Chelsea finding their passes. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Adams with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Adams gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Chance for a shot! He's not got that quite right. Now it's Bale.
You can never be short of runners into space.
And there's the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Inter.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
Good read, needed to be. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Aims beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries a shot! Goal! Inter! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Israel are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Schneider. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping...
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Nice control. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that was vital.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking for options for movement. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Neymar. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Inter Milan have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Batistuta. He's picked his way through. He's one on, shot at goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, taken with style. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to pass it through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cleared without complication. Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been cleared. Batistuta. Can he get it through? Played back in. Neymar. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're back in front! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rudiger. Half-time getting close now. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, no joy this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Some good work on the right flank here. Great vision.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And they've got rid. Robertson. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. An instinctive delivery. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And we are back underway.
Israel can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, played through for the wide man. Thinks about the shot. Toure has been caught there, it's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Looks to me as though this is probably a little...
I think he knew immediately that he got that one wrong. The wall did its job.
And smartly reclaimed.
Might want to be careful there.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And another try! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Israel are looking to go forward now. This ended up in no man's land. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Threads one in. He's got away. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Mbappe is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Albert Ferrer.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's going to go a long way. And it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Israel have the chance to go the other way. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's been slipped through. That's been cut out, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! He's missed, but not by that far. Valverde. Now it's Messi. Looking for the run. Messi. Israel keep calm in the face of danger.
Substitution for Israel. Number 18.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Mbulu. Number 8. Schneider. Number 9. Mbappe. Number 22. Batistuta. Coming on the field. Number 11. Reece James.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Chance!
Number 25.
Oh, it's come off the upright.
Substitution.
Bruno Fernandes. And that is out of play. Showing great feet there. He is through here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Chance here to counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. Want to throw in. And he's managed to get free. Now the cross. Howson is there and he can get that clear. Israel are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Now, can they get him away? Looking to go deep. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Van Bronckhorst plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Been indicated.
Somewhat off target. Trippier. That's a good ball out wide. And he shoots! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Cristiano Ronaldo cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Robertson. And there goes the final whistle. Israel can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Well, Jim, Vitor Bayer is, of course, one of the most decorated goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, and there's no doubt that he was one of Europe's very best. His career stats certainly back that up as well. I really like that confidence he has about him. There's a swagger at play.
Chooses to go cross-field. It's a pretty loose pass. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Bebeto. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Out to the right. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pass somewhat off target. And this is Bebeto. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Oh, super shot at goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit them, and again! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's worked it through. Howson gets over and intercepts. He's on it, can he get away? And the shot! It's fallen loose again! It's in! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometime...
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Substitution.
Cruyff with a real chance here.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
Shot, surely! Goal! Into the lead once more. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe, he's got away. Delivery from Mbappe, he's going for goal. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, what has happened here? And Berbatov! Bruno Fernandes. Great ball if he can get there. Nicked it back promptly. Driving on and making good progress. Looking for the run. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Bruno Fernandes. That has not gone well. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Not the most accurate pass. Played back in. Vicious ball here. Oh, red, nice interception. Now it's Pele. And here's Berbatov.
Berbatov really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being...
And Berbatov! And that was probably asking just too much. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cannavaro. Berbatov charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Substitution for Israel. Number
Cruyff
12.
is behind this one, looking to widen the gap even further here.
Number 7, Pele. Coming on the field, number 2.
And this is shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Another save. And here's Cruyff. Cáceres. Israel making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. And he plays one through. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Bojan. Chance! He scores! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And the whistle goes for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, I've been looking at both teams departing the pitch, and the body language couldn't be any more different. Do I see things changing? To be honest, probably not.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That pass isn't the best. And a chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Bernardo Silva. Berbatov shoots! Mbappe. He is through here. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Howson with the clearance. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Howson gets across to intercept that. Cáceres. That ball looks a good one. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bruno Fernandes. Israel are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rijkaard. Now that's well seen too. James. Nicely weighted ball. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, played right into his path. And that's a dangerous ball. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Berbatov, out towards the flank. He's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Substitution in progress.
Madrid are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Plays it through. Back into the middle. De Jong makes the interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he thumps it clear. And he's had it nicked away. That has ended up in no man's land. It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. And he's in on goal. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Israel are looking to go forward now. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And it's going to be another corner. Madrid have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Madrid have their third corner. They've played it short. Has a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Caceres defending his corner. Great chance! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
And it's Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Chance for a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. And it's Caceres, looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. James. Long ball upfield. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's a look and place it forward.
2 added minutes.
Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. Great ball, tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cruyff goes short. Gets a good foot in there. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that.